Hi guys, and welcome to lesson 3 of the drum synthesis module. We're going to be doing hats and percussion this time. I've gone to the trouble of making a little project, a little loop including our existing kick and snare, and then I've gone and made some hats. So again, no samples, at least at this stage, all just using Serum and the kind of noise generators and processing. We may do some additions at the end with some real sounds, as I'd imagine you probably want to in the reality of making tunes, but again I want to be able to create everything with content that everyone has. So hats sound a little bit like this. Made some tambourines and some kind of splashy cymbal stuff. Cool. So I've obviously used the kick and snare there, or there's some snare ghosts here as well. So I'll just play the loop through. Sweet. So let's kind of break these bits down. So let's start with the hats then. So let's just loop this thing. So I tend to have my hat loops kind of already sidechained, if that makes any sense. You don't really want to have the hat transients sitting on top of your drums ever, your kick and snare. So a very common loop to have is this. Which fills out every eighth note that isn't a kick or snare. So you've got boom, hat there, no hat, 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 no hat, hat, if that makes sense. So I'll just quickly bounce out what that looks like so it's more obvious, because that was just an awful explanation. So let's go for, grab these and this guy. Cool. So we've got a main hat on the first offbeat of the quarter. And then we've got another smaller one before another main hit in the middle, and then one at the end. So you just get used to this kind of. That's if you're working with this classic kick snare pattern. And obviously you'd move them around. If this kick was there, you'd probably have something like that going on. Or indeed, if that was there, you'd probably move him over. Just undo that a little bit. You tend to want to never put the same sample next to itself because it sounds a bit robotic, so you probably go. Anyway, that's just describing the rhythm that we're going for there. So I set this loop up, but let's just kind of focus in on one thing at a time here. So let's scroll over to the left and ignore all that noise, and maybe put some space in here just to. I don't know if this actually helps anyone else, but for me, it's nice to just be able to focus in on just look at what I need to be looking at. Cool. So then I break down the hat into its various components. In this case, I kind of just think of them as two different parts. So you have the decay,